right here on Your Boom Radio NG. It's been an amazing season 2. Over the weekend, a lot of things happened in Lagos, concerts and all of that. And for those of you who've been following us, remember that we have 5 intestines left, or we had actually 5 intestines left in the institute, and they all made it to the final stage. We know that they had a lot of followership and all of that, and of course we are at the end of season 2. Everything that has a beginning surely must have an end, and we are right now bringing to you intestines who made it into the final stages of all the thousands of people who sent in their entries via video on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all of that. People sent WhatsApp and all of that. A few of them were selected, a couple of hundreds of them were selected for that, and here we are with the final 5. These are the 5 biggest intestines in Nigeria, the 5 biggest when it comes to gospel music at the moment in this country, especially as it concerns hymns. Without further ado, let me bring to the microphone.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason. Hymtestant. I used to be Hymtestant number 3. I'm done with Hymnodia now as a Hymtestant, so I'm not Hymtestant number 3 anymore. It's nice to have myself here.
Until the end of this show, it's still Hymtestant number 3. We'll keep it like that, right, Frank? All right, of course, also bringing to the microphone Hymtestant number 11.
Yeah, was number 11.
was.
Yeah. So, my name is Frank Okoye, and I'm glad to be here.
All right. It's also so nice to have both of you here in the studio.
Feels good.
It feels good, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yes, because if you take a look at where you started from, you take a look at the journey, it actually is a win. It is a win. It's been a journey, right? A long one. All right, so let us dive right into this journey. Let us find out, where did it start from? Jason, where did your Hymnodia story start from? How did you get to hear about Hymnodia in the first place?
Okay, so in 2019, early 2019, I think January or even December, I can't remember. I have this friend Benita who sent me the advert about the Hymnodia 2019, and then I sent in a video. I was picked to be part of the live auditions. I made it to the first 40, made it to the first made first 250, I'll be 2 something, then first 40, then finally 21, but I didn't make it to the final 14. So that was my story.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you actually tried season 1?
Yes, and I came so close.
Wow.
Like, really close. Just one step to the institute.
Hold that thought. Let's switch quickly to Frank and get to hear,
Well, I didn't really try season 1. I didn't even.
Did you even know about it season 1?
No, not at all. Early this year, I was in my house, and then a friend of mine, the assistant organist of my church, actually, is a woman. Her name is Ifoma. Yeah, Ifoma. She called me. Frank, there's this program, Hymnodia. I think you should try. I said,
wow.
I don't like competing. Ifoma, my dear.
It's not my thing.
I don't like to compete. All my life, I've always liked to be humble and
just stay in your own
stay
zone.
on my own, and then whatever God says it is in my life, that's what I follow. So she pushed me, and then I gave into it.
Wow.
And then sent in entry video, and then miraculously I was selected in the first
250, 300 thereabout, yeah.
250, 40.
Yeah. You made it.
21.
You made it.
I made it all through to 14.
Amazing. Now, 2 things that has been a recurring decimal here on Inviction Radio is the response I get from the intestines is the same when it comes to how they heard about Hymnodia. It's always a friend always that one friend.
Yeah.
So it tells you one thing about the kind of people you relate with, that friends can make or mar you, and you guys have been blessed with amazing people. Benita and Ifoma, thank you guys for at least bringing these people to us, because without you, we probably wouldn't have seen, without them, we probably have seen you guys or met you guys, And so watch the kind of friends you keep, and know that you have positive friends around you. It shows your friends also know you. And so, this guy has got it. It's got what it takes, So that's the beauty of this, and it's been the same story for all the Intestants that I've interviewed here, and I'm so happy that we seem to have people who have good friends, So let's stay with the process. So you get that call after your video had been screened by the panel and everything. You get that call, and before you tell me your reactions or how you felt, I need to know, where do you live, Jason?
Abuja.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Abuja. And you, Frank?
I live in Abuja too.
Are you guys kidding me?
No, we're not.
The same with Eneche, Dr. Eneche also. And these stories are really interesting. I like this. So you guys were you friends in Abuja?
We knew ourselves, but we were not close.
We were not that close.
Like, he knew
until
me and
now.
I knew him until now.
For real?
Yeah.
They say it's a small world, but it keeps getting smaller.
It is really.
It keeps getting smaller. So there you are in Abuja. You sent in your video, probably forgotten about the video, or you were waiting anxiously to hear, and that call comes. Jason, what was it like for you?
I think overwhelmed is not the right word. Like, overwhelmed is undermining and understating it. Understating it. I had waited so long for that call. Trying in season 1 and then now coming back to try again in season 2. I know the kind of stress I went through in season 1 and what I like.
What you put into it, yeah.
I put into it, and then I'm coming back in season 2. Doubts in my heart. Am I going to make it past? You want to be better than what you want to go past the level you went before.
Yeah, you want to be better than your best from.
So if I made it to 21, this time I have to make it to 14. So I waited and waited. No call was coming, and then finally I just got the call and said, "Hello, this is from Hymnodia." I ran out of the church.
Oh, you were in church?
I was in church. It was after service, but the Boys Brigade, we were having a meeting in my church. So I was there. I'm a member of the Boys Brigade. You're a member of the Boys Brigade. So I ran out of the church and then answered the call, answered all the questions. But this call was for 21. Like, it wasn't for the final 14. Everybody that made it into the final 21 got a call. So the call is just to tell you that you've made it to the final 21. Now you have to wait to actually see your name in the final 14. Wow. So that call changed my life. Maybe made me more anxious than
you were before.
Yes, than I was before. Because now I knew that I was part of the final 21. But what would happen? I had made it to where I had been to before. I had made it to that level. Now I needed to make it to the next level. And that was why anxiety took over.
Yeah, so you were kind of anxious.
I was very anxious.
Okay.
Because I knew Frank was coming.
You knew?
Yes.
How did you get to know that Frank was involved? Did you guys meet at the audition?
Yes, we did. We met at the auditions. Frank is very close to my choir master. Like, they are 5 and 6.
Oh, really?
Yes. They're as in, anywhere you see Frank, you see my choir master, the choir master of my church, Basilica of Grace. And I know.
Where's the Basilica of Grace in Abuja? Where in Abuja? Kudu,
yes.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that worships at the Basilica of Grace. Yes. And thank you for supporting our boy here, because you guys were amazing too.
Thank you. Basilica of Grace. So, truthfully, a human being has to tell himself the truth every time. And I told myself Frank is going to make it to the 14 because it was.
You just knew it.
Yes, now he's Frank. Frank had his name. He's Frank. When you see Frank, you see Frank. So I knew that if I get that call, Frank will get it. And as far as Frank gets that call, there's small problem.
How many space? How much space is there? He's already taken up another slot.
-1. So, but finally, I don't know. This God knows how to prove your thoughts wrong. He lets you know that what you feel inside is not really what is going on in his mind. He's a God of himself. Like, he can do what he wants to do.
Wow.
Now he has given me the same opportunity that I felt Frank had, and this is humbling for me. It's an experience, and it feels really good. I'm grateful to God.
You just said something very profound there about how God works. So Frank, I would like to hear your own story.
Not really very long story. I never put my mind in
you just did the video.
Yes,
and
I just sent in the entry video, and I was doing my thing, and then all of a sudden, after the church service on a Sunday, I got the call while I was still by the organist. The service just dismissed, and then when I saw the call, I did not pick because I was still in the church. So when the service dismissed properly, I had to return the call, and then behold,
it was
the
that
voice of Hymnodia. Wow! Thank God. So, and it continued. So I like to follow instructions. So it continued like that until I found myself in the Institute, miraculously.
All right, let's talk about miracles and making it to the Institute. I know for a fact that at the auditions, there was a process of weeding out a few people. Part of the screening process was to have people write a hymn in 24 hours or how many?
Yeah.
What was it? It was like 24 hours or so. You had to come up with an original hymn.
Yeah.
Before that time came in the screening process, had any of you written hymns before?
No.
But you had to write a hymn. How did it happen? How did you do it, Frank?
That is where the spiritual part of the program comes in. It's not a physical thing. Hymnodia is not a physical thing. It's highly spiritual.
Wow.
Those that God had selected to be there, He knew, and He has put in them all that is needed for them to be chosen. I don't know how to write a hymn, but I wrote a hymn, and my hymn was okay to the judges.
Wow.
And then that's the way it continued until now.
All right. Talking about the same process with you, Jason.
I sing hymns, but I didn't know in depth what hymns were. I didn't know those things that
to
make
the point of writing a hymn.
So, but I write songs. So what I did was to just write what I felt at that point in time. There was this experience I had before Hymnodia. So Hymnodia was more like somewhere I needed to come and heal. So I carried that experience and wrote about it in a hymn. And that was all I just wanted to do. Like, follow those small rhyme schemes and syllables and everything. And there was nothing extra. I did not have any challenge coming up with the hymn or the tune. It was from my heart and came out that way.
All right, from the heart. And that's what you guys are telling me, the spiritual aspect, the divine aspect of Hymnodia.
It is divine.
All right. Still staying with Hymnodia. You guys make it to the house now. You're part of the 15 because Eneche was given a pass to at least get his own season 1 involved in season 2, which was a good thing because I'm glad that he went back to school, got his certificate. He's now a doctor, and he's still serving God. He's still singing in the church and doing all of those things, and this is why we are here to serve God. So the beauty of it is, so you make it to season 2, you're in the house and you meet all these other people from different backgrounds, different walks of life. What was it like? What was the first 1 week like? What was it like trying to integrate and at least blend or live with all these strangers?
It was quite interesting. This is what, to me, immediately I made it into the Institute. I concluded in my mind that, Frank, drop all other things you think you know and learn from.
So you decided to unlearn
Yes.
and learn. Wow.
And learn from even the madman inside this place. And that was what I followed. And to the glory of God, it guided me rightly till the end. So I learned a lot from the faculty, from my fellow Protestants, new friends, new ideas, new method of following issues and matters and responses to even the most aggressive approach to issues. So I bless the name of the Lord for giving me that courage, and I thank him, Nodia, so much for this opportunity. It's one and the best of its kind. I will never forget this.
Amazing, right?
Yes, it is. I'm part of the final 14 or 15 as the case may be because of Dr. Okoro. But sincerely speaking, I don't know how the selection process is done. I don't know what they look out for in people. But what I know is that there is no two same kind of person
In the
house.
institute.
So that's what I feel. I feel like Hypnodia is God is doing this thing, man. It's like God just calls Judge Ige. You see this one? Pick that one. That one. Oh yeah, put him here. You know, that kind of thing. So when I saw the name of because we didn't get a call for the final 14. They just released the names online. So everybody found out at the same time. When I saw the name, as I said earlier, the first person I checked
Frank.
I saw his name. No, it's obvious now. We know. Okay, but I had to look at the
other
remaining 13.
Contestants.
And then I started searching for each of them online.
Oh, really?
To find
That's
out
good.
what was that thing? Who is this
What
person?
could have informed
Yes.
them getting into
How?
the house?
Just what is it? Because I saw a few of them at the auditions. So okay, and then I started realizing that these people were not just normal people; they were extraordinary. There's problem. It's not going to be walking in
Easy.
the park.
Yeah.
So we got to the house, but everybody was extraordinary. There was no same kind of voice. There was no same kind of character. There were the ones that were too happy. They were the ones that were not too happy. They were the quiet ones. They were the loud ones. I was one of the loud ones.
I like you. I like you owning up to that.
So, these were like different attitudes, different characters, and it was beautiful. But I think the most beautiful part about being in the Institute is the fact that you make music. The Institute is music on its own. Like every single thing that comes out of the mouth can be turned into music. And not just singing it that way, but by the time you start something, everybody just joins, and then it's becoming more beautiful and more beautiful. The sound is just I think I want to live in the Institute. But it's so unfortunate that I had to come in season 2, and maybe once you're done with one season, you can't
come back
for another season. So I would have kept coming back.
The last set of finalists, all 5 of you, had different nicknames. In short, you were called the mic controller. How did that happen?
I just got that name on the stage from one of the judges. I think Judge Ige just called me that name after my performance, and it wasn't bad because I also knew I have a loud voice, and then God also blessed me with the capacity to control the volume when it's necessary to control it. And then with what I learned from the Institute on how to sing gently and sing loud
within your range.
Yeah, exactly. Voice production, breath control.
Show us something now. Show us something now.
All you need to know is Jesus. Yes,
I like that. And the Drama King. Are we surprised that you got called the Drama King? You must explain how you got called the Drama King.
I think that name must have come from Judge Igetu. She's the reverend of the judges.
We need to drag Georgie Gay here, man. She needs to
baptism,
come and
like-
explain the inspiration.
She baptizes
Yeah.
with names, and I like being happy. I'm a happy man. I like enjoying myself and what I do. I like seeing smiles on people's faces. So if I can pick up a laptop and drop it, and okay, it's normal. Why do I have to just pick it up and drop it? Why not pick it up and spin it
Before dropping it.
so that it will just feel good. So I always used to find something extra to do when I'm performing, when I'm ministering, and I think that's where the name came from. I do not like being normal in any way, so maybe that's where she got it from, drama. But it felt weird. I've always been hearing drama queen.
Yeah, so now you got called a drama king. I'm
Why?
like,
No,
I don't want this.
But no, like it has come.
But you made it work.
I think it worked.
It worked.
It actually did work.
Yes.
It did.
It's still working.
It's still working, right? All right, so guys, look, here it is. The results are out. The whole world knows now. So, finishing as 5th and 4th is a big win. I don't know what you guys see. What I see is a big win. What are your plans? You have come to Hymnodia, both of you from Abuja. Interesting and coincidental that you're both here now. But what is the future for Jason? What's the future for Frank? With the ammunition that you have garnered now from Hymnodia, what are the plans for the future? What are you going to do? What's coming up? I'll start with you, Jason.
Okay, so Hymnodia has made me to start appreciating what good music feels like. So, and I've looked at myself and I've come to a conclusion that I might not really want to sing, but I would want to support singing. Like,
Wow.
I want to be part of good music. I want to be part of God's music, not just good music. So I think I will carry my life and dedicate it to making sure that good music for God is made and is created. I would write, I would sing when I have to sing, but I would support good music more. So maybe really I want to be a part of Hymnodia. I want to be part of this course, and then be
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, start carving out more ways to make this kind of thing. Because God, how did we not know that hymns could be done this way? How did we not know that it could be this interesting, this entertaining, and could be this edifying at the same time? So I want to use my life to help push this kind of thing. I don't think I even want to sing for like I don't want music to be a source of income. It can be.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily want to
Yes.
be a singer.
I don't want
You
to
can
be a
still be a
singer.
musician. You can still create music. You can still write hymns. You can still help create that ambience that brings God's glory down and
course.
everything.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do is to support every single person I see that comes my way. Hymnodia has taught me what good music is, what good arrangements is.
When I got to Hymnodia, I saw another hour, another era of life in this career that is very, very interesting and can lead me further to my destination in the career. So my plans are continuing as an estate surveyor by profession. That's what I studied in school anyway.
Wow.
And then dwelling also in being an artist, singing and lifting and worshiping the name of the Lord to high heavens. Hymnodia has helped me to achieve my aim of letting the whole world hear God's worship in Him singing from this my voice.
Yeah.
I thank them.
Yeah.
So I think Hymnodia is a family where if God selects you in it, You now have a family that will never
It's for life. It's
they
for
will
life.
Never, like they promised,
It's for
they
life.
will never leave you behind.
Yeah.
In as much as you are serious and you want to make use of what they have taught you to better your
We'll be
life,
there for you.
they will help you. So I am embarking on that knowledge, embarking on God's blessings, and then backing on whatever God has for me in the future. And I will put in the best to make it work.